Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the civics topics of class 10. In the civics topics, there are 5 chapters. From these 5 chapters, you can score 30 mark. This 30 mark is divided into 2 sections. The first section is 10 short question, each question carries 1 mark. Then remaining 20 mark is for 2 structured questions. 3 structured questions will be asked. 2 you have to attend. All the structured question carries 10 marks each. Our first chapter in the civics topic is about the Union Parliament. In the minor classes, you have studied about the Constitution of India. The Indian Constitution, the definition of the Constitution you know. The Constitution is a comprehensive document containing a set of rules according to which the government of a country runs. The Indian government is following the Indian Constitution. Then the Indian Constitution is the lengthiest and bulkiest constitutions in the world. Then if we are analyzing the Constitution of India, we can understand the features of the Constitution. The first chapter, the Union Parliament, and today the first part of this chapter. The features of the Indian Constitution is our first topic. If we are looking into the features of the Indian Constitution, we can see that the Constitution describes the nature of the state. In the preamble of the Indian Constitution, we can read that India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. This is the first point. The Constitution describes the nature of the state. Second one, it describes the structure of the government. If we are analyzing the structure of the government, we can see that there are federal forms of government and unitary forms of government. We have to analyze, we have to study what is unitary form of government and what is federal form of government. The third feature, it describes, the Constitution describes the organs of government and their functions. The 3 main organs of the government: legislature, executive and judiciary. The composition and functions of 3 organs of government. These are the main topic. We are going to study in detail about the 3 organs of the government. In this 5 chapters of civics, we have to study in detail about the 3 organs of government: legislature, executive and judiciary. The first chapter is about the Union legislature, second and third is about the Union executive, and fourth and fifth chapter is dealing with the judiciary. Now let's study what are the main features of the structure of the government. If we are analyzing the structure of the Indian government, we can say that Indian government is quasi-federal in nature. Quasi-federal means it is the combination of federal form of government and unitary form of government. We are saying that India is a federation, it is a federation of states. At present, there are 28 states in India and 8 union territories. So we can say that India is a federation, it has federal features. At the same time, it has some unitary features. Let us see what is the federal form of government. A federal system of government is a government in which all administrative powers are divided between central government and state government. Simply we can say that a federal form of government is a government there exist twin sets of government, one at the center and the other at the state. The central government is headed by the Prime Minister and state governments are headed by chief ministers. In India, we can see both forms of government. The central government is headed by our Prime Minister and there are 28 states, and the state governments are headed by the chief ministers. So this is meant by federation. Federation is a form of government. There exist twin sets of government, two sets of governments are there. They are the central government and state government. Some of the countries which are following the federal form of government, United States of America, Australia, Germany, etc. are example for federations. There in these countries also we can see there are twin sets of government, one at the center and other at the state. Then at the same time, the second one, unitary features. Indian government, even though it is federal in nature, it has some unitary features. So first you have to study, you have to understand what is a unitary form of government. A unitary government is the one in which all powers are vested in national government and regional government. In a unitary form of government, the central government is the most powerful government. Then, example for the countries which were following the unitary form of government. The examples are Britain, France, China, etc. So, I think you understood what is meant by federal form of government and what is meant by unitary form of government. Before discussing about the federal form of government and unitary form of government, I said that the Indian government is quasi-federal in nature. That means it has unitary features as well as federal features. So let us see what are the federal features of the Indian government. The first point, existence of twin sets of government. In India, we can see two sets of government, one at the center and other at the state. Then another federal feature, we can see a clear distribution of powers between central government and state governments. There may have confusion regarding the distribution of powers. In order to avoid such type of confusions, in the constitution itself, there made clear distribution of power. In order to demarcate these powers, the constitution provides for three lists. They are union list, state list and concurrent list. These three lists indicate that which are the subjects dealt by the central government, which are the subject dealt by state government. So for avoiding the confusion, there is a clear distribution of powers between central government and state government. Then the features of unitary form of government. The first feature of a unitary form of government, existence of a strong central government. If we are comparing the powers of the central government and state government, we can say that the central government is more powerful than state governments. If we are analyzing the Union Cabinet or Union Council of Ministers, we can see one defense minister, one external affairs minister, one railway minister. Such type of ministers are there. These ministers are not there in the state government. So all this shows that the central government is more powerful than state government. So existence of a strong center is the first unitary feature. Second one is a single constitution. There is only one constitution in India, the Indian Constitution. Even though India is divided into 28 states, the states cannot make their own constitution. Practically, the state government has no power in making changes in the constitution. Third one is single citizenship. Indian constitution provides for single citizenship. Even though people are belonging to various states, the states cannot provide citizenship. These people are known as the citizens of India. We are not known as the citizens of Uttar Pradesh, citizens of Kerala or citizens of Madhya Pradesh. We all are known as the citizens of India. These are some of the unitary features of the Indian Constitution. Then the next topic is Union Parliament. The Parliament is the body of the people's representative who have supreme power of governance in a democratic country. So the federal form of government and the unitary form of government is an introduction of this chapter. Here we are going to study about the three main constituents components of the Indian Parliament. The Indian Parliament, remember the definition of the Parliament? The Parliament is the body of the people's representative who have the supreme power of the governance in a democratic country. You know the Indian Parliament, the members of the Parliament, and Indian Parliament is a bicameral legislature. It has two houses. The two houses of the Indian Parliament are the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the Parliament and Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the Parliament. Along with these two houses of the Indian Parliament, there is one more component, that is the President of India. And in the first topic, we have to study about the first house of the Indian Parliament, that is Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha, lower house of the Indian Parliament, is also known as the House of the People. The members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people, the citizens of India. Those who are above 18 years of old belong to India can use their right to vote for selecting the members of Lok Sabha. The normal term of office of Lok Sabha is 5 years. But before 5 years, the ministry may fall. If a vote of no confidence is passed against the ministry, Lok Sabha will be dissolved. At the time of national emergency, the house can be suspended anyhow. The normal term of office of the member of Lok Sabha is 5 years. The next topic is the composition of Lok Sabha. The composition means the numerical strength. The maximum permissible numerical strength of Lok Sabha is 552 members. Remember this number regarding the composition of Lok Sabha. The maximum number of the members of Lok Sabha is 552. Out of this 552, 530 members are elected from various states. You know, you studied that India is divided into 28 states, and these 28 states are again divided into various Lok Sabha constituencies. The number of representatives from different states are different. It is according to the size and population of the states. Anyhow, out of 552, 530 members of Lok Sabha are representing these 28 states. Then next 20 members are representing the union territories. These 20 members are directly elected by the people of union territories. Then 2 members are remaining. These 2 members are not directly elected by the people. They were nominated members. These 2 members are nominated by the president from the Anglo-Indian community. In the parliament, if no Anglo-Indian members are elected, the president can nominate 2 Anglo-Indians from the Anglo-Indian members to the Lok Sabha. You know who is an Anglo-Indian? Anglo-Indian is the offspring of Indian and European couple. An Indian man marrying a European lady, their children can be known as Anglo-Indians. If a European man marries an Indian lady, their children also can be called Anglo-Indian. So, two Anglo-Indians can be nominated by the President of India in the Lok Sabha. So, once again, regarding the composition of Lok Sabha, the maximum numerical strength of Lok Sabha is 552. Out of this 552, 530 members are representing various states, 20 members are representing Union territories, and 2 members are nominated by the President from the Anglo-Indian community. Then next topic is, for being a member of Lok Sabha, a person should possess the following qualification. There are 7 important points, 7 qualifications for being a member of Lok Sabha. The first one, the person, he or she should be a citizen of India. No foreigners can become the members of Lok Sabha. If they wanted to become a member of Lok Sabha, they should first become a citizen of India. Second qualification, he or she should be at least 25 years of age. There is an age limit, there is a minimum age for becoming the member of Lok Sabha. The minimum age for becoming a member of Lok Sabha is 25 years. The third one, he or she should not hold any office of profit. A government employee cannot become a member of Lok Sabha. If a government employee wanted to become a member of Lok Sabha, first he has to resign the job. So third qualification, he or she should not hold any office of profit. Fourth qualification, he should be a registered voter. His or her name should be there in the voters list. If the person, his name is not there in the voters list, he will be disqualified. He cannot contest for the election of Lok Sabha. The fifth point, he or she should not be a proclaimed criminal. Criminals cannot become the members of Lok Sabha. A proclaimed criminal cannot contest for the election to Lok Sabha. Sixth point, he or she should not be of unsound mind. He should have sound mental health. He should not be mad. The last one, seventh qualification, he or she should not be an insolvent. The person should have the capacity to fulfill his financial commitments. These are the 7 qualifications for being a member of Lok Sabha. Once again, he or she should be an Indian citizen. He or she should be at least 25 years of old. He or she should not hold any office or profit. His or her name should be there in the voters list. He or she should not be a proclaimed criminal. He or she should not be of unsound mind. He or she should not be an insolvent. If these qualifications are not there, the person can be disqualified. One small topic is there regarding the vacation of seats. How or when the seat of Lok Sabha fall vacant? There are some points you have to remember. First one, due to the death of a member, a seat fall vacant. Due to the resignation, if the member gives the resignation letter to the Speaker of Lok Sabha and if the Speaker accepted this resignation, the seat fall vacant. If a member is continuously absent for 60 days without informing the House, his seat will fall vacant. So these are the situations when the seat of a Lok Sabha member fall vacant. So this is the end of the first part of the first civics chapter. The next topic is parliamentary procedures. That will be in the next class. Thank you.